What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning into this episode of English Turks, where I review your favorite Turkish series with and without English subtitles. And today we are doing our weekly update. Now, guys, I'm super excited and kind of nervous. I just wanted to start out this video by saying that this week has been a little bit crazy here in America. So if you're not watching from America, then you might not understand, but it was election week, and so I didn't keep up with all the Dizzies as much as I normally do. But we're going to talk about what I've been watching and what I was able to watch and what I haven't watched, and some new ones that I've actually took on. And yeah, so this should be super interesting, okay? So let's start off with the beginning of the week, which of course you know is all dedicated to Menagerie. And guys, absolutely, I just love the episodes every time they air. Every single episode, there's a little bit of you know bad things happening, but there's always something that contradicts it, that makes you always can leave the episode happy. Even when something bad happens, they give you a fragment and you feel happy, and that's what I love about this show. We need that. I say it every week, but yes, it's true. We need it. So, of course, in this episode, we have this whole issue with Amir and Badish, and both of them want to be with Dicle, and Dicle is like, she knows kind of what's going on, but she's choosing not to acknowledge most of it. But I absolutely love Amir coming on. This character, Amir, I think it's a great character. It's putting some fire under Badish's belt. Obviously, we know that she's probably going to end up with Badish, so it's still interesting to see what's going to happen. Badish, on the other hand, really showed his jealousy, and that just pulls on everybody's heartstrings. Of course, in the fragment, it's showing that he's breaking up with Beden, and Beden is still doing stupid things. Poor Beden, she doesn't get it. And at the same time, with all of this, Dicle is getting to spend more and more time with her dad, and so that's great because he's starting to acknowledge her more. And it's going to be interesting this next episode that has probably already aired today, just seeing how they're going to acknowledge her birthday, because now Amir probably will find out, I don't know, but Badish definitely knows, and so does her dad. So we'll see how they choose to help her celebrate her birthday. Obviously, there's going to be cake, there's going to be candles. I think that's might be Badish doing. It's not her dad, because her dad just brought her the flowers, but we'll see what happens. I can't wait to watch it. I'm sure the rest of you can't wait to watch it. And also, it's Dicle's birthday in the episode, but after that actress, the actress that plays her, which is Ashen Eroglu. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Forgive me for that. Her birthday was the 27th of October. So they made the character and the actor's birthday really close in par, so she gets to celebrate her birthday twice. Let's go to Sefer and Kizzy. Oh my gosh, guys. So, of course, we all knew that Sanjar was not going to die. He can't die. But in this episode, Nade broke her oath and said his name, and that brought a big smile to his face. I think that she was really being super selfish, putting his life in that much danger. I mean, yes, you want to make sure he doesn't go to jail, but why are you risking him dying for him going to jail? Just take him to the hospital, let him get treated, because at this point in his condition, they're gonna do nothing but treat him. So why are you trying to hide him in this hut? Let him go to the hospital. I honestly feel like they should not have buried Akin. They should have left Akin there and told the truth. Akin tried to pull her off the mountain. Sanjar grabbed her and fell off the mountain with Akin. That is the truth. No one would have denied that as the truth, okay? Everyone would have said that's the truth. So I don't know why they tried to hide that, because at the end of the day, they would have said, okay, well then this, negates it. They can't say that he killed Akin if that's what happened. And then at the same time, all they would have had to deal with is Kariman. But Nade was not thinking straight. She told him to bury the body and all this crazy stuff. And so now, she's jeopardizing his life, trying to heal him the way the grandfathers were in the past. But come on. Come on. And then he's like screaming in pain and she's making him suffer. I think she was super selfish doing that. And then he does end up going to the hospital anyway, because you can prove his innocence at the hospital. So she does end up getting Kariman to retract his statement, but Geddes turns around and destroys everything by saying the whole thing about Akin dying and him being buried out there. And Geddes has went full 360, no, can't be 360. He's done a full 180, just about face and everything. I mean, I don't know, there's no turning back. I was thinking that there might be hope for Geddes, but no, he just seems to be in his own world, and he doesn't care if he hurts Nade, if he hurts, he's just the new Akin now. He's obsessed, he's the new Akin. Akin's dead, so we needed a new one. Also, we have a new character that's going to be coming on set, which is going to be Akin's sister, and it's being played by this beautiful actress, Denise Isin. I'm telling you, I will pronounce every name wrong, but I just thought about the fact that Denise is a gender-neutral name in Turkey because Badish, who's in Menagerie, his name is also Denise. So yeah, gender-neutral name. So I love her. She was just on E Gunde Kotu Gunde, which just ended like a few weeks ago. She played Seda in that one, and I also know her from Her Yede Sen. She was playing Merve, which was like one of her friends of the main lead. And so yeah, she's got a good face, very notable face in this. And so she's gonna be playing Akin's sister. I don't know how bad she will be, but obviously they have to have more than one nemesis to destroy this whole love story. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm just happy that he's in the hospital. Like, finally he's in the hospital. And it's crazy that Nade is gonna be inheriting everything from Akin. That's crazy. That shows that Akin really did love her. Like, that's crazy. I don't know what to say about that, but let's see what happens in the next episodes. Now, the sad one of the week was Suref Suzu. I did watch it, and obviously the episode aired exactly as it was written. They didn't really change much of anything, I don't think, to, you know, make it look like a finale. And I think that's what the obvious desire to want the show to continue, or leaving it open to continue, whether they have to get a new cast, a new time in the season to bring it back on air. I think that's what's going to happen, which is why they ended it the way they ended it. Like, the writer, I don't think was willing to accept that. I don't think the actual show wanted to accept that it wasn't going to continue. And so yeah, a lot of people were upset by how it ended, but I kind of like it because that leaves the door open for it to come back on air, and it has the possibility to be really, really good. All they need is a new time to air, not Wednesday. Like, put it on maybe a Friday, or like a Saturday. That would be a better day. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, they wanted to continue, so we'll see what happens. Musumla Apartmani, this episode was very triggering because this was the anniversary of their mother's death. And basically, they went to visit her gravesite. Of course, Safia didn't go, and Han didn't allow his dad to go to the gravesite, which I can understand. But this is like a pivotal thing, guys, because they are not dealing very well with their mother's death and how their mother treated them when she was alive. They haven't been able to deal with that. So watching the anniversary of her death is super, super difficult, because you know that just a therapist should be there right now, just talking to all of them and helping them to cope with this. Obviously, Han he doesn't know how to be in this relationship with NJ, so he's learning. I'm not as scared of him as I was previously, but he does need to work on some things, and obviously NJ needs to work on some things, and EJ needs to work on some things, and Safia and all of them, they all need to work on some things. And so, I mean, I'm just happy to be part of the journey, even though it's a little crazy. Let's go to Senchakopini. I told you guys in comments on Facebook and everything. It's just a misunderstanding. This whole pregnancy thing was complete misunderstanding. People were saying the dog was pregnant, which just seemed so far-fetched, and they were saying all these other things, but obviously it was a misunderstanding. Like I said, all that it was she was feeling sick, someone else was pregnant, and Serkan confused it and thought that Ida was the one that was pregnant. Now, obviously, we can't say for sure 100% that she's not pregnant, because she could very well be pregnant. But at this point in time, she says she's not pregnant, so we're going to go with that. If things change in the future, we'll see what happens. Now, another thing I want to say about this episode is I feel like Ceren and Ferit are giving me like some of the feels, like they've been doing this little thing here and there. I feel like they should have a chance. I don't know. I feel like they should have a chance, but obviously now it's just not the right time, being that he just split up with Selin and the timeline is so screwed. We don't even know how long ago it was the wedding. It could just be a week and a half. Who knows? But it's obviously not time for him to be jumping into another relationship. But I think they would work well together because they kind of are both raised with the same pressure, I guess. They know what it's like to be wealthy. They know what it's like to live up to their parents' expectations and to society's expectations and stuff. So I think they might fit too well together. Who knows? And doesn't Ceren deserve to be happy? She's not Selin's friend, So we'll see what happens. Let's go to Dogdagoon of Kadir. Guys, I didn't finish watching the whole episode. Yes, the elections, I'm just saying, I was like delaying it, looking at results, watching the news, and so I didn't get to watch the entire episode of Dogdagoon. But from what I did watch, Zeynep is being like headstrong about this. She's had enough, and I think part of her decision is what she grew up with her father for the short time that she did live in the same household with her father. I think that that's really playing upon her decision. And so then we have like everybody, Mehdi, he's like, okay, I don't know if I could live here anymore. I mean, he wasn't willing to give up his job or his town or anything for Zeynep, but now that Zeynep's gone, I guess his mind has changed and he's decided to sell out. I don't know. I mean, it seems like everything is just mixed up right now and they just need time. But obviously Zeynep has now gotten a house, and Sultan and Emine and her mom, and both her moms are all gonna go live in this house. I don't know about the daughter that she shares with Mehdi. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Maybe Mehdi has primary custody or she doesn't want to fight it. I don't know. But leaving her in the same house with Müjde is just crazy. Müjde, on the other hand, she's like, testing this thing out with Berkan, and I understand, this is a past relationship. This is the only relationship she ever had, and so, if you want to feel love and connection with somebody on that level, I mean, you might want to go back to what you had before. And they didn't break up because they didn't want to be with each other. They broke up because of family turmoil. Now, is Berkan sincere? I don't know. But Müjde needs someone in her life too. No matter how wicked she is, she needs someone in her life so she can lessen her wickedness and do something with herself. So if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, just don't drag Mehdi into it, because he's got enough problems. Okay, Müjde? Alright, let's go to Çocuklu. Guys, I'm sad to say that I haven't watched episode 4, and now I haven't watched episode 5 that just came out yesterday. I need to watch those. I will catch up. It's just, it was, we had so many announcements in the news, and like even the weather. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside. It's crazy. We are in a tropical storm. We're in a warning, not a warning, but like a watch, a tropical storm watch. And so, yeah, I have just been delaying watching it, and it's funny to say this, but even though I was delayed watching this, I have been seeing these clips, not clips, but like the picture of the show that has started to air, and one of the main characters in this show I have watched in another show that I was binging just a few weeks ago, Love Again, and that actor is Bugra Gulsoy, and probably pronounced that wrong, forgive me. And he was playing Fatih in Love Again. And I love that show, and I love Fatih in the show. And I think he's a great actor. I think he's like he has this unique look. He's not your sexy, hot Turkish guy, but again, he's not ugly either. He's just like the guy that you want to take home to your mom, kind of. And so I love his acting. I think he does a great job with his acting. And actually, I love Fatih so much that my sister's pregnant and she's about to have a baby, and we don't know what the gender is, and I wanted to be like, if it's a boy, can we name him Fatih? But then I was like, nah, he's gonna get teased in school. Like, you know, it could work in Turkey, but not here. People are gonna say fat and all this stuff, and so I was like, okay, forget it. But I still love the character, and I love the actor that played the character, and he also plays in this show that has been out for a little bit. And someone posted a little bit about it in one of the groups that I follow, and I said, man, I want to follow it because I like him as an actor. And people are like, yeah, definitely, you should watch it. And so after some digging, I was able to find where I can binge watch all 6 episodes that have already aired without any commercials and with English subtitles. So I excitingly spent a lot of time binging, because you know they're 2 hours, which means 6 episodes means 12 hours. So I binged this, and I love the show. I can't pronounce the name, but Bugra plays Menagerie, which is one of the sultans in the past. It's a real sultan from Turkey, and they're basically telling a bit of his story. Of course, they're gonna fudge some things and make some things a little different for dramatic effect, for creativity. But in the long run, they are telling a majority of Menagerie's story and the story of his sons and the story of his life. And so I love it because aside from being a fan of Turkish Dizzies, I'm also a fan of Viking TV shows. So I watched Vikings, all the seasons that have aired, and we have another season that's supposed to be coming out in a few weeks. And I've also watched The Last Kingdom. I've watched a lot of Viking shows. I love that. And this show gives me that Viking feel that I've missed so much. And I absolutely love it. If you guys are not watching this show, you are missing out. You need to watch this show. The battle scenes, and what I love is that it's not focused on a love story. There is a love story in there, but it's not the main topic, and we're not looking at no, R-rated stuff. It's just simplified. The story is focused on the political things going on in this empire, in this place, in this state, what they call it. Some of the actors in this show that I love and know, I'm going to talk about in a completely different video that I'll post probably after this one. But yeah, that's what I've been watching this week. I'm going to try to catch up with all the rest. If you can do me a favor, please like this video to help with the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button and that bell button so you can know every time I post a new video. I will be talking to you guys soon. And if you don't know, all the links for all the podcasts that I've done this week are in the description below, so you can click on those so that you can hear the podcast for any of the episodes that I've watched this week. Definitely will get back with you guys in the next video.